Wood Grain here with a late night video just showing you how you can remove paint like the paint on here from these TVs without hurting the TVs. Now I've got a bunch of products in front of me that people typically use to do this. I'm going to tell you which ones are good and which ones aren't. So let's start with the obvious. Everybody wants to use the gosh darn Goo Gone. Well, this stuff's okay, but you can see those warnings on there, and you want to protect your investment. You want to make sure you don't get anything nasty and stinky stuck inside, and that stuff tends to drip. Nail polish remover, people try using that, but that's going to leave really bad marks all over, especially a black plastic. Basically it's going to fade it out right away, so that's a no-go. Alcohol is the same. Don't use that to remove paint. What are we left with? Well, people always like to use these things. That's horrible. Super abrasive material, and that's not going to be nice. It's going to leave all sorts of scratches over this old plastic and paint. Toothbrush is okay as long as it's a extra soft and you're very gentle with it. These plastic cards are really good because usually you're going plastic on plastic, and okay, you can cheat and use a little bit of Goo Gone with a plastic card, and that will help raise up stickers and paint a little bit, but I would recommend you go with simple, non-abrasive materials. Your Pampers wipes, of course, the key to everything is one of these, the magic eraser. So get yourself a magic eraser, make sure it's super wet, and we go to work. So take this little piece and just gently, don't do too much. You can see there's some normal graphics there that we don't want to affect, and there's probably some paint here. So let's see if that will come off. Look at that, it's actually starting to come off already. We'll just get a little bit of wet wipe there, and we'll just take our time here. Don't rub too hard, and you can already see it's starting to flake off pretty easy. Just pressing my fingernail down through the wet wipe there, and it's starting to come off. You can see that is dirt, but that's also some of the paint, so you just have to be gentle. And you can see the result. Just tiny little micro abrasive surface there that is just enough to pull that off. Now, there's this power button here too. Let's see what we can do about that. Coming off super easy. And same goes for this on the side. Now this is typical that people will store these right up against the wall, and that white paint is just going to come off. Simple as that, folks. So in this case of this JVC, it needs a little more gusto, so guess what? We're going to actually commit to the Goo Gone here. Just take a little bit and put it just like so, so you can control how much goes on. And then we're just going to put that on the surface gently. Let that sink in a little bit without damaging the paint. Check this out. Look at that. So sometimes it's necessary to use a little bit of chemical in order to save from that paint fading or getting scraped from pressing too hard. You can see there, a little bit of wear. That's from pressing too hard. But a wee bit of Goo Gone and you can do it. Now I do want to note something here for you folks. You see these numbers here. If we rub directly on those numbers, they're actually going to come off, because that's just a raised bit of paint there, and it's actually very fragile. You can see the V in the VHF as an example. So we're going to be very gentle and target specifically those little spots without putting any pressure on those numbers whatsoever, as they'll completely erase from there. Anyway, there's the before and the after. You can see how well that actually went down. So thanks for watching. I'll have some other cool videos coming up soon. So stay tuned. Wood Grain TV.